Hello, my name is Dean Cutler with Construction Ready. Today we're going to wire a simple circuit which includes a single pole switch that controls the top half of a duplex receptacle. The tools we'll be using today: lineman pliers are used to cut wires. The needle nose pliers are used to bend terminal loops. Wire strippers are used to strip the outside coating of the wire. Diagonal pliers are used to cut in hard to reach places. Cable rippers that are used to rip the outside coating off of the cable. We have a slotted screwdriver. We have a Phillips screwdriver. Of course, we can't forget our safety glasses and our cut-proof gloves. To complete this project, you will need 2 handy boxes, 3 Romex box connectors, 1 single pole switch, 1 duplex receptacle, wire nuts, 12 2 cable, 12 3 cable, and 1 piece of plywood roughly 12 inches by 16 inches. To begin this project, we'll first run our 12 2 cable. This cable is representing our power source coming from our service panel. Inside this cable, the black wire will carry power, the white wire will be our neutral, and the bare wire will be our ground. We'll tighten the box connector using a Phillips screwdriver. We want to ensure that we have 6 inches minimum cable inside the box. Next, we'll run our 12 3 cable to connect the 2 boxes together. Again, hands length cable, or 6 inches, minimum 6 inches of cable in the box. We'll secure that cable. Using our cable ripper, we'll rip our cables, exposing the wires. We use our diagonal pliers to cut our insulation back. Next, we use the wire strippers to strip our insulation off of our wires. This is size 12 wire, therefore we use the size 12 hole, which is the second hole on the wire stripper. Strip back roughly 3/4 of an inch of insulation, exposing the copper. Now we're going to combine our 2 ground wires with an additional wire, making it a pigtail. We'll take these 3 wires, we'll twist them together using our lineman pliers, trim off the end using a green wire nut. We'll secure the wires. We will tuck this down into the bottom of the box, like so. Next, we will combine our 2 neutral wires together, trim off the end, connect them using a red wire nut. We want to ensure there's no copper exposed below the wire nut. We'll take this wire nut and we'll tuck these wires into the bottom of the box. Next, we'll take the 2 black wires, join them with a 3rd black wire, making a pigtail for the black. Secure them with a red wire nut, and we'll tuck this into the box as well. Let's discuss about why we did what we did. We connected the 2 white wires together, which is your neutral. The receptacle that goes here must have a positive and a negative, a power and a neutral wire. Switches do not use electricity, they only control the flow of electricity. In this situation, this switch is going to control half of the receptacle. Therefore, we combine the black wires, meaning the black wire going through the cable, we have a constant 120 volts of electricity. The red wire will be a switched leg coming from the switch. The black pigtail will supply electricity to the switch. When the switch is turned on, electricity will travel through the red wire, controlling the top half of the receptacle. Next, we'll add terminal loops to these wires using the needle nose pliers. First, we'll hook the bare wire to the green screw as it represents the ground. Using a slotted screwdriver, we'll tighten that terminal down. And now we'll hook the red wire to one of the terminals. It does not matter which terminal the red or black goes on the single pole switch. Notice how the terminal loop and the direction of the screw tightening are both in the same direction. There's no copper exposed below the switch, and no insulation under the terminal screw. Next, we will form the terminal loops on the wires for the receptacle. Now let's talk about our duplex receptacle. The bare wire goes to the green screw, which is the ground. The white wire, which is the neutral, goes to the silver screw, and the gold screw is for the power. In this situation, we have two power wires. We have a black power that is a constant 120 volts. We have the red wire that is controlled by the switch. To make this operate properly, there's a small tab connecting these two screws that we must remove. Using our needle nose pliers, we're going to break off this tab. By removing this tab, it separates the top receptacle from the bottom receptacle, like so. There's the tab. We'll start by hooking the bare wire to the green screw for the ground. Using our slotted screwdriver, we'll secure the screw. We'll take our white wire, connect it to either one of the silver screws. So our neutral. Now, we said that the switch was going to control the top of the receptacle. In this situation, we'll refer to this as the top. Therefore, the red wire will go here and the black wire will go here, meaning that the bottom of the receptacle will have a constant 120 volts of electricity. The top half will only work with the switch in the on position. Tighten the screw with the slotted screwdriver. With that, we have completed the circuit.